Hey guys, Dalton here, doing from Real World Bass Fishing. Got a quick question, wanted to answer it real quick. Someone asked me, is it worth? How do you go fishing between storms, like the eye of the storm or days between? Storms aren't supposed to come till later. What do you do? What do I need to do to get it to? What do you need to do, and what baits to throw? What I like to throw is the day before a storm. It's sunny outside. I like to throw crankbaits and chatterbaits and jigs. And I'll go deeper finesse, Carolina rig, basically. I won't do any kind of weightless. I won't do what I normally do. The reason being is these bass are going to be hunkered down because they know these storms are coming. The earlier you go out, the better off you are. Get there at 5 a.m., storms aren't supposed to be there until 12 hours later. Those bass are going to be feeding. You try to go out there at 3 o'clock, storm's supposed to hit at 6 o'clock. Those bass are done feeding. They're just sitting in the cover, just waiting. And then you have to start going to more of a reactionary bite. I like butts. And even with a reactionary bite, you still have problems, because I've been out on lakes where I'll cast up and down and work the whole lake and I won't get anything. And the reason for that is because they've already fed, they know the storms are coming, they're just waiting in the deep water and just sitting there. With the storms we've had in Texas, I would give it at least a week of warm, dry weather for everything to settle down and the bass to start moving back up into the cover. And that's honestly what I would do for that. I would not do any kind of, I wouldn't throw any spinner baits unless it's cloudy outside. And even then, I would throw gold blades, willow leaf gold blade, before I would throw a Colorado blade, just for preference reasons. But I do like throwing chatterbaits. I'm becoming a big fan of chatterbait fishing, especially the Arky heads from Strike King. Really like those guys. Chatterbaits, you can't get enough of them. I love them. There's not much to say about the chatterbait that hasn't been said before. When it came out a few years ago, it took the bass world by storm because it was something new the bass had not seen before. That's starting to calm down. The rage blade, the Arky heads are starting to go the same way. But again, chatterbaits are what I'm going to be throwing. Chatterbaits, crankbaits, and maybe some deep, heavier finesse baits in thick cover. I mean, really thick if they're there. But generally, the bass I've seen, they'll be run into the cover. We're in post spawn, so they're running deep to feed, and these storms are coming so bad that the patterns are off and they're keeping deep. So I generally would say to stay towards the deeper end. If you're on shore, go to the deeper areas you can get to, because that's going to be your key right there. And for high pressure lakes that are fished a lot, change the pattern up, so that it's something different the bass hasn't really seen much of, if not at all, and so you can get that bite. I like to use chatterbaits. I like to use brighter colors, especially when the sun's out, when the more natural colors. And I like to use summertime, I'll use brighter colors, and spring and fall I'll start using more natural, my green pumpkins, things of that nature. And it also depends on my mood too of that day. I'll have two different chatterbaits rigged up. I'll have a green pumpkin, and also have a chartreuse and white shad colored one, a two-tone one. And I generally see which one they're really wanting to hit. I even take it to the next level, and I'll throw a plastic out there with that's a real dark color, and if I feel them bite it, I'm like, okay, so they're wanting these darker colors now. hopefully this video helps you out. Please like, subscribe below. Thanks for watching Real World Bass Fishing. We'll see you next time.